Welcome back to Shake Sip Spill, where we're at our home away from home, WRLD Studios, located at 6735th Street, Brooklyn, New York. We're in Industry City, Building 5 at Suite 357, where we'll be interviewing our guest for today. Fancy LaFlair is a female lyricist from Queens, New York. She's been rapping since the age of 7 and professionally recording since 2017. She's been striving towards making a name for herself within the 5 boroughs, where she'd love to have her name ring bells nationwide. Her ultimate goal is to take her talents to the next level and showcase her lyricism to the entire world. So let's go inside and get this interview started. So today's guest favorite cocktail is a lemon drop. So here's what you'll need: vodka, lemon juice, triple sec, and simple syrup. The glassware for today, the coupe glass. You can also use a martini glass. Garnish is going to be a dried lime. You're also going to need some lemon juice in a container or a plate of some sort, and sugar as well. Right? It's regular sugar. If you don't want sugar, skip the last two parts. This is just so you can rim your glass. First thing you want to do is take care of that. You're going to take your glass and rub, dripping off the excess. And then you're going to go directly in with your sugar. As much sugar as you want. There you go. Lemon drops are made typically with vodka, but a lot of girlies out there love to switch it up to tequila. Think it's blasphemy. Don't do it. I don't like tequila either, so I'm super biased. And I'll die on that hill. Here we go. So now you're going to need your shaker. And today I'm going to be building 2 cocktails per usual, one for me and one for my guests. So the counts are for 2 cocktails. If you want to make one, cut them in half. Today I do not have a spout for my vodka because she's a thick one. So we're going to use a jigger, and we're going to go in with 4 ounces of vodka. Let me move this out the way so you can see. You're going to go in next with your triple sec, and we're doing 2 ounces. Now, you should have done triple sec and lemon juice first. I've broken my own rules. Always do the least expensive ingredients first. In case you make a mistake, you can start over. I don't make mistakes, but for you. So we're gonna go in now with 2 ounces of lemon juice. If you want it a little more tart, go in with a little more and a little less simple. I'm gonna go in with 1.5 ounces of simple. And then we're gonna add ice. Seal her up. And then we're gonna shake. If your lemon drops don't come out with a little bit of bubble and foam on top, you didn't shake hard enough, or there's something wrong with your lemon juice, because good citrus will always aerate. We're gonna top her off with a dehydrated lemon. You can also go in with a fresh lemon. I think dehydrate's better because you already have lemon juice. You don't want to overpower it. And that is your lemon drop. Welcome back to Shake Sip Spill, where we talk cultures and cocktails. And today we have Fancy LaFlair. Wow! Queens, get the money. All queens, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, because it's all queens in it. Well, I think that it's all queens in the house today. So her favorite drink was a lemon drop. So cheers. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Let's see what this tastes like.
Okay. Yeah.
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 You know what? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it immediately. As a female MC,
Mhm.
and to top it off, an MC from Queens, New York, do you think there's a higher bar to reach?
I would say yes. And a lot of people say I'm Queens bias, but I just feel like without Queens, there'll be a lot of missing elements in hip hop.
Okay.
There's no Russell Simmons.
Mm.
There's no Nicki. There's no 50. There's no Irv Gotti.
That's
There's
so wild.
no Locks. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not Locks. I'm sorry. There's no Sticky Fingers and Fredro Starr. Like there's a lot of elements that are missing. And I would say yes, coming from Queens, like, and a lot of the music that I listened to, it was a lot of lyricism heavy bass music,
Mhm.
thanks to my father. And yeah, like I just feel like it's I don't want to say it's tougher for myself than somebody that's from Queens or the Bronx,
Mhm.
but I just feel like being from Queens is such a high level, or the bar is just set so high, and it's like it's so many achievements within Queens. So it's
That's what
just,
I.
you
That's
know,
exactly why I asked that question because
so, but yeah, I didn't even
it's
say Nas, but yeah,
when you
Nas.
start speaking the name that you speak. That's exactly why I asked the question because it's like in general, you're building a name for yourself, which is already, difficult in a world of creative people. But when you come from a place where people can name the way you did just off the top of your head, like big, big, big names, I can only imagine what it's like. Like, and then to be surrounded within the underground industry with other talented people from Queens, and you just seeing like just the talent that Queens has obviously already had and still does have. I can I don't rap. I'm not an artist. So I don't know, but I can only imagine though, because in whatever field it is that I do, I'm
Mhm.
always looking at like where somebody came from, if they came from my same whatever. It's like, there's names that you want to live up to, or
Right,
even surpass, or create a space where you're right next to them.
right,
I feel like I hear you.
yeah. And
I,
so much to live up to, so it's just like I just gotta go hard, you know.
so you said that you were listening to lyricists
Yeah.
growing up. Was it another female lyricist? Was it a man? Was it a group? Like, who was it, or what happened, or when you was like, nah, this is it. This is it.
So I'm gonna give thanks to my pops, you know what I mean. But like it was just, because I played basketball all my life, so from to school to my basketball games to practice, like just being in the car with him and him just listening to his style of rap and hip hop, I just adapted to that style.
Mm-hmm.
It was just something that just clicked very, very young, and I'm like, oh yeah, I love hip hop. Like from Pharoah Monch to Nas to Jay. Like my father literally, right? He had this 6 CD changer in his car, right?
Excuse me.
And he would not skip or go back. So, and I might get in the car and it's Nas playing. And then I know if I hear this song, I'm not gonna be able to hear it until I hear Jay. And then after Jay, we got whoever Pharoah Monch, and it's like, and he listened to albums from start to finish, and that really helped me grow a love for hip hop because it's a story that you're telling at the
Yeah.
same time, especially with an album or even with an EP.
No, yeah.
So I would say at a very young age, probably like young, 6, 7, 8, young.
It's funny that you mentioned that you would listen to albums from beginning to end, because this guy over here, he'll just listen to albums. And I don't know if it's a artist thing,
Mm,
or where maybe my brain just doesn't connect with understanding like the beginnings of an album to the middle to the end of the whole story that you're telling. And maybe I'm looking at it more as a consumer, and I'm not looking at it as a body of art or work. So I just find that kind of funny that two people who do the same craft kind of also listen to music in the same way.
yeah.
And I find that funny. Okay. Um, I always like to ask an artist, especially since you're saying that you've been doing the love of this from 6, 7. Give me your favorite bar. It got to be one from a lady, and it got to be one from a man. You can even give me
Mm,
one from a group as a little bonus. I love that.
okay. Can I choose myself?
Please, by all means.
You know what I mean? Let me start with a male first. Let me see. Oh, you put me on the spot.
No, take your time.
Yeah, let me get
Baby,
my
we got
juices flowing.
time. Don't worry.
Let me
Take your
see. Let me
time.
see. Let me see. So Cole and Kendrick are my two favorite lyricists, right? So let me think of a Cole bar. Man, you put me on the spot.
Don't worry about it. Take your time.
You know what? You know I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna go to myself.
Do what you know.
I would say my favorite bar is within my freestyle from the Heart Part 4 from Heart Part 5, sorry. Kendrick. I did my own little rendition. And basically I said, all right, I hop on tracks and get the monkey and around my mojo Jojo. If it's lyricism, gotta mention me with the utmost. The way I'm overlooked, thought of taking a different approach. I guess I gotta use what I got to get what I want. Ronnie Ho quotes, I stomp 10 toes on the beat. I will never tiptoe. Boot competition, but they don't see it and discuss my Timbs, bro. I'm introverted, don't gotta dance or gotta tango. Just know this Macarena. I forecast hurricane with pencils.
That she said.
So that's my favorite bar. The whole scheme of I said I don't have to dance, I don't have to tango, but just know this my Karena.
I caught that one.
You know, so I would say that's my favorite bar. Honestly, like that's a, a realm of myself that I need to channel into because I felt like at that point I was challenging myself every week to do a freestyle, and I just was unlocking different chambers.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that's probably my favorite freestyle that I've done, and my favorite. That was like 6 bars I just gave you,
Yo,
but yeah,
you ate
that's
that
my
up.
favorite.
Nah, I didn't want you to stop because I
Thank
kept
you.
going. That Macarena blew my mind. Like, and I like that you broke it down that way because some of us, i.e., me, I can't take in rap lyrics as fast as they come out. And you breaking it down that way, I was able to actually listen to it and like, now you ate that up. You ate that up.
Nah, thank you.
Oh shit!
And it helps when people get it because when people don't get it, be like, you see what I did? I did the Macarena and the tango.
And it's like now you're doing a lot, but it's like, nah, you didn't get it.
You feel me? So
there are songs that I listen to sometimes because again, I can't catch those lyrics as quickly. That I listen to them over and over, and I'm like, nah. Oh
That's
shit!
it.
There's no way I didn't hear that the first time. Oh shit!
You caught it on the third, so that's cool, you know.
Oh god. So, do you think, and not to make this a gender thing, but as women, do you think that female MCs have to work harder to get recognition? And how do you feel about the female MCs today in general?
So I would honestly like to say I feel like there's a lack in female MCs. There's a lot of female artists.
Okay.
And
I like that distinction.
Yeah, and that doesn't take away from anybody that, is on the top right now to, name a few, Lotto, everybody. Um, I just feel like there's a lack for lyricism in the actual MCs, but there's great artists, there's great entertainers. I do feel like as females, it is tougher to, I'll say this, when I started rapping, I would go to ciphers, and majority of the shows I would do would just be straight ciphers. And a lot of times I was the only female spitting. And I prided myself in that because now it's like I have to go 10 times harder. I don't want a pity party. I don't want to, oh, she's a girl.
Yeah.
No, I'm coming harder than the 10 guys that came before me, and I need y'all to hear me. And I do feel like, when there is one or a few dope MC females in a sprinkle of a group of men, you'll get your recognition. I just feel like it is a little bit harder for us to get into that, I don't want to say limelight, but get into a certain realm that might be easier for men. I feel, just as a female in my experience.
I asked that because one, you're the first female on the show.
Okay.
So I feel a little bit more, just that instant like a womanhood bond. And I think that in general, it's just harder for women to do a lot of things that are maybe DK allegedly male zoned things, which I think for a long time, hip hop in general, rap or whatever has been male dominated. even as somebody who's just a consumer and doesn't actually maybe participate in the creative process or put any music out, I can even see that. And that's why I asked you about, how do you feel about them today? Because I do feel like you bring up Kendrick and Drake. I'm sorry, Kendrick and Cole. Ooh, that was a blast for me to say them two names together in that same sentence just now. Whoa. Um, but it took them, and probably respectfully still going, a long time for people to get over the fact that they weren't just talking about assholes, money, grills, whatever. Like, people, they were standing on the business of nobody want to hear that. So I can see why maybe, especially because it's already harder in general for women, why I can't also come out with my pen being super heavy. I'm not, and I think that's in a general sense. Like, again, I don't rap, I'm a bartender, but it took me a long time for somebody to finally say, sure, you're not just a pretty face, or you can't pick up this keg, or you can't whatever. And as I always say respectfully, I still cannot. And I've been doing it for 7 years. Don't ever let no man tell you no. That's the word for this episode. That's the message. Like that. Don't let no man tell you no. And but it was just so much harder. Like, they were just hiring male bartenders who didn't even have experience. I had worked in the restaurant for 6 years, and I'm like, hey, can I finally maybe stop being a host? And it was just harder in a general sense. I think it's harder for women in the kitchen trying to be a chef. I think it's harder for women in even the simplest of creative things. Like, I think that we see that in sports. Women, the WNBA, they're not bringing in viewers, so they're not getting paid as much. People don't want to see women play. That's why I'm not bringing in viewers. They don't want to see me play with the talent that I have. They want to see me ass out, or those other sports do well. Volleyball does amazing. Yeah. I can only imagine men why. But but the basketball players who don't care about showing off or whatever, and it's about skill and talent, they don't want to see that. I think that's the same thing, and it bleeds into most things when it comes to women in any profession, creative process, whatever. So, women.
Yeah. The WNBA is on the come up. They, people like, watching now.
What was it, the Angel Reese girl?
Angel
and
Reese,
I still don't.
You got
women's sports, men's sports. I don't watch them.
Got Caitlin Clark. You got. Come on, we on the come up.
She know the names, them names. They on the come up. And people want to see them, and it's like, yo, give them their flowers. Like, we're just as well, maybe not just as athletic, but we're very talented, and you should come see us in whatever it is that we do. It's Women's Month, especially. I'm gonna run that down. It's the last week of Women's Month, but still, run it down to how many days are in March?
31.
Run it down to the 31st. All right. So we're gonna go back to you and your career. You said you've been in love with music since 7, recording professionally since 2017, which gives us about 8 years now, right?
Yeah, solid 8. Yeah.
But you said that this year would be your last year performing. I peeped. I saw. How did we get here?
So, we have panic attacks. We be bugging out, just type stuff. I'm not doing it no more. But, I'm using it as a motivational tactic for myself, because I just have this love for music. And if I tell myself this is the last year you're doing it, I'm going to go hard. Like, I just know myself. Like, I'm competitive. I like to push myself. And I don't think I could ever fully stop.
I hear you.
But it's a consideration. But honestly, I couldn't. I'm not that I'm lying to my followers or anything. No, it's not. I'm not. It's not a game I'm playing with y'all. But I can't see myself stopping.
I mean, when you're passionate about something, sometimes I feel like if we don't get results that we want, we've been putting in a lot of work for a lot of time. And like you said, like, you kind of just get into those modes where you're kind of just like, all right, I'm cool. I'm done. I'm cool off that. And most often is it just in that moment when it's a passion. So I fully hear you. There's so many times where I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. And I'm gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, you
I'm
know.
not gonna stop. I'm just a little upset in the moment. I'm just a girl. I don't know what to tell
Exactly.
you. I'm sorry. Okay.
So,
Um, I was gonna say, like, depending on your answer,
mhm.
if you think that it's from not lack of progression, but let's just say
Mm,
lack of progression, or maybe is it from the lack of support from a village? Because before I even get into that, one of my
mm,
biggest pet peeves with the underground industry of it all is going to these shows and people not going there to truly support artists.
right.
They're going there to support the artists that they came to see or just themselves. And I'm watching people file out without listening to other artists after them or coming super late and not listening to artists before that. I
Yeah.
feel like that's just, as a person who watched it, it just, I can't even go to those shows anymore. I'm so,
Yeah.
so do you think that the underground industry should receive more support from its village?
Um, I can say that, but I can't say that at the same time because I feel like the underground industry that like I'm aware of, like the certain scenes, they do have a solid support group. Like shout out um underground advocates, shout out shout out on everybody. I don't want to misspeak, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like I do feel like there is a underground culture and support. Like when I go to certain shows and I see Donnie, I see Ronnie, and I see,
Yeah.
oh, my other friend from Queens, oh, I didn't know you was at this show. And it's like, and it's people that, you know, back in 2017 that I did shows with that I see till this day. And it's like, wow, okay, it's a just a solid community. So I can't say that there's a lack of support, but I can say there could always be more support.
Right, right, right.
Um, but yeah, no, there's certain scenes and certain groups that is heavy on the support, and you know, it's solid, I would say.
Well, those of y'all, if y'all are watching, please comment y'all ats. Let us know what y'all do. Because we're looking for supportive groups. We're not looking for a show where there's 37 people who are on a lineup and nobody is there to support. We're looking to promote, network, grow, create, not just this one-sidedness. 'Cause
Mm,
if I walk into another show where everybody leaves after one artist goes,
yeah,
I'm gonna pull them back one by one myself and say, "You're fake. You're fake. You're not a real music lover.
yeah.
You'd be here to just enjoy the fucking music."
No,
Okay,
seriously though.
on your track, Shantae's intro, you
Mm,
talk about people not showing to shows, which is
yes,
why I
that's
even
funny you said that.
pre-gamed that question to lead into that.
Mm.
Um, but what do you mean by that then? If
And I was angry when I wrote that. You know, I do feel as far as myself, there I have a huge support system, huge. I did feel at a certain point. Now I'm over it.
mm,
I could care less. But at a certain
again,
point,
I'm just a girl,
you
just a girl.
know, but like at a certain point, it was like, damn, like you know, you could repost me. How come you don't
Oh,
repost me? You know, like
girl, do not get me started.
I grew up with you, literally. Like you're my cousin, but we grew up like brother and sister. And
Do
it's
not get
like
me started.
you
So,
rather repost somebody with a larger following than
mm-hmm,
someone who I, you know, I think I'm all right. I think I'm decent, you know. So
mm-hmm,
it came from a lot of anger that I had, and it's directed at certain people,
mm-hmm.
honestly. But as far as my support system, like I can say, like my friends and people that come out to my shows, I have a solid group. It's just certain people I felt should have, but I've
I
progressed.
I personally still suffer from feeling like, dang, I know you. Why are you not supporting me? Like I'm still there.
Yeah.
I'm, not ashamed to say it. It's something that a lot of us go through. Imposter syndrome is really real. When you're doing something, like I was talking to Ronnie about this the other day, when you're doing something that people just can't see because only you can see, it's you start losing people along the way, and you kind of gotta be like strong about it and like know what you're doing, and not look back and be like, but dang, why didn't you support me? Dang, why didn't you come to a show? You gotta kind of just, but I'm still currently in a
Yeah.
spot where I'm like, still a little annoyed when certain
Yeah.
people can't even just share.
Yes.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
still very much there.
Honestly, I said all of that. I progressed. I was just on the phone with my father earlier, like, yo, same thing we was talking about 2 years ago. And he's tired of me talking about it, but he listens and supports. But yeah, yeah, it's certain things that just don't make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, it just, you can't let it
I
go. But
can't let it go. Like I can give grace and I can understand, but there are some things
yeah,
that just A and B is not equaling up to C.
right.
And I'm just, you're not gonna make it equal C
Yeah.
to me. It's
It
just not gonna
gotta,
happen.
yeah.
Cool. I'm not the only one. I officially am validated. I just need
Definitely
one
not.
person to agree with anything that I say, and I'm right. I'm validated. So thank you.
You're
I needed
welcome.
that today. So you did hit us with one verse earlier, so I'm gonna have to
Mm,
get you to do another one.
okay.
But I would want to know for our viewers out there who maybe don't know you, if
Mm.
there was one song or one bar that you would say they had to listen to, and that would be not obviously all of Fancy, but like
Mm.
this is the song or the album or the bar that is gonna be like, nah.
Honestly, and that's the reason why I don't want to say I'm scared to put out another project, but I've been so like hesitant. I feel like you said I could list the album, the
Yeah, for
project,
sure.
Shantae's Interlude. I feel like from start to finish, I honestly like I pride myself on that project, and I just felt and to go back to the whole storytelling, I
Mhm.
feel like if you listen to that album, like you'll learn a lot about me. Like you'll know kind of the block I grew up on.
Mhm.
You'll definitely know I'm from Queens. Um, I got my grandmother on there. I got my niece. I got my mother on that album. It's just that album means like the world to me. And not to say I'm scared to put out another project, but like that realm I spoke about earlier,
Mhm.
I was in a different realm. And I have so much unreleased music, and I could put out a project right now, but it has to feel right,
I feel
you
you.
know. And I feel like I've set a bar, and again, not that I'm scared, but whatever I put out next,
Has to.
it has to trump.
Mhm.
So I would say Shantae's Interlude. That's my baby.
And where can we find that?
Oh,
Let them know.
you can find that everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Title ain't around no more. Everywhere. You
Title's not
could
around.
Google it.
Whoa, I
Is
got
it?
title.
It is. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I
Title's
use
around.
title.
My bad. Google it. Type in Shantae's Interlude by Fancy LaFleur. Yeah,
Yeah.
everywhere. Everywhere.
Um, dang, you said something just now that had a random question that just popped up in my head. Okay. You said there's a lot of unreleased music you have. You could put out an album right now, et cetera, et cetera. That really what's holding you back, if anything, is that you wanted to trump your last. And that's really, you feel like, I just saw a video from, is it Jazzy J? The one that was on the Fresh Prince.
Okay.
That guy.
Mm.
And he was like, die empty or something like that. Like sell some stuff. And you know, you're not always gonna be able to put out all your art, but sell some stuff, make some money. But other stuff,
Mm.
just give it away. Just let it be out there. Like die empty. Don't
Yeah.
hold anything back. I know I feel like that is important, I think, for an artist, of someone who
Yeah.
actually like physically creates,
Mm-hmm.
whether you paint or sculpt or whatever. Um, yeah, die empty.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Don't be nervous. Don't be, put it out there. If you believe in yourself, as we said, the people around you who support you, the people who
Mm-hmm.
see the vision, who whatever, they're gonna stay by. And no matter what you put out, it's always gonna be fire.
You sound like me talking to me.
Hey,
I tell
listen,
myself this all the
Queens get the money,
time.
baby. Queens
You
talking to
already
Queens right
know.
now.
You sound
So
like me talking to me. It's I gotta get out of that. And that's my thing is quality over quantity. But it's nothing wrong with
mhm, at
quantity. It's
all.
nothing wrong with quantity.
At
Just
all,
just
because you
to
can have
give.
a base quality.
Yeah.
Respectfully, you can always, no matter what, always put out something that's gonna be heat. And
Yeah.
sometimes some things are gonna be masterpieces.
Yeah.
But at any level, you're always gonna put out heat. You're
Yeah.
never gonna put out something that's gonna disparage,
Right.
you know, your name.
Of course, of
But of
course.
course, that's something that you have to mentally get into and get over and things like that. But I, queen the queen here, die empty. I'm gonna
I
take your
like
quote,
that. I like
Mister.
that
I'm gonna tag you in
saying.
that.
I like that. I might get
I
that
saw you in the
tatted or
show. I didn't know you
something.
was a rapper, but I didn't. Oh, he's a DJ. Damn, maybe I shouldn't tag him. I feel like I don't know that much about him. Whatever. Your quote, your quote ate up, and I'm passing it along. Put that out there. Put that shit out there. Don't put that shit on. Put that shit out there. Don't ever be nervous. Now, you babysitting,
I am a little bit.
but I'm not. So we're gonna take our half break, and we're gonna get some more beverages, and we'll be right back. Margaritas or Gabby's?
Gabby's all the way.
I've done
All the
both,
way.
and respectfully, I'm gonna hear everybody's input, but I have an oddball that I'm gonna throw in. You're not even gonna see it coming. So go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Gabby's. I feel like that's where all the two family household would.
You mean the two-parent household?
Yeah, sorry, my bad. You know what I meant. You know what I meant.
Listen, Gabby's, when my family came up from Georgia, Gabby's. Friday nights, Gabby's. Weekends, Gabby's. Like, it was Gabby's. There was no reason for me to go to the Avenue. All my schools were in the north side. Most people, oh, I got to take the bus. I got to go through the Ave. I live in Southside, but I go to Jamaica. I got to go through the Ave. So I'm going to give me a margarita slice. I ain't have to go, so I don't know what that's about. Gabby's for the win. Hey, sorry for y'all.
Wait. Did you have two parents in the household?
Yeah, my mother and dad.
All right, we're back. Cups are topped off, and we're ready to finish off the second half of this interview. So fancy. What would be a recipe for a fancy project? Like, what elements are essential to you crafting a song, a bar, music in general?
I mean, like in the studio type of thing.
Yeah, at home, just in general, whatever sparks you. Like when you're creating a project, like
Yeah.
talking about that whole beginning, middle, end. Like, what do you know that you need? That's gonna be like, no matter what else I put in this, this is a fancy project.
Well, depending on the project and the route I'm going and the story I'm telling, I feel like the instrumentals are essential. Like, in order to get across the mood, the feel, because you have music that you might drop in the winter. Then you got your summer music that you want to hit, and it's a vibe. And oftentimes you might have that vibey music in the winter, but it's like you really want to push for this.
Yeah.
Ideally,
Everybody
it's a
knows there's
different
certain
vibe.
vibes for
Right. So I think that's important, like just understanding, like, all right, the season, what the ears would be more attentive to. And I would say definitely comfort. Like, for me, when it's a chore, or if I feel like, oh, I got to get this album together, oh, I got to write.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like, all right, you have to reassess and see if this is really your passion.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, the way it comes about for me, like, I may be at work and, like, I'm in healthcare, and, deductible might be the word. And I'm like, deductible? I deductible. And, you know what I mean? Like, so,
I was about to hit that shit. I was ready for it. Like,
you know what I mean? That was like a crazy example, but like comfort. Like when it comes to me, like a lot of my music, like Shantae's interlude, it was comfort. I didn't sit there and say, all right, here's this beat. Let me sit here and, all right, I need another verse. Like it just came to me, and that's going back to that realm.
Yeah.
And I think comfortability and just being in that realm is very important for me. Because at times, I've done features where it's like, oh, I forgot this features, I got to get it done. And it's just a different feel when it's like comfort.
Yeah, when you're versus like it's just coming easy. This is what I'm doing versus it being like I have a deadline. I know that I have to get this out. It's a little bit more constructed versus being a little like, I hear you. I hear you. I can say that I hear you and fully agree because when it comes to like making a cocktail, like what I do, what I feel like my specialty is, like, yes, I'm a bartender in a general sense. You know what I mean? I can make your classic cocktails. I can, you know what I mean? But like what I do is make a custom cocktail to my client or the event or the situation that I might be in. And there are things that are essential for me to do that. Like, and comfort is one. If I feel like I'm forced to do this, there's no creativity, there's no spark in it. I'm kind of just like drawing from boxes I've already touched maybe and maybe putting a new spin on it, but there's no life to what it is that I'm creating. Like, so I think that most people actually probably feel like comfort is maybe not on their brain. Like, I think I'm actually really happy you said that, because I don't think that's on a lot of people's brain when they think about it. I don't think that would be one of those things that a lot of people would even come up with as one of those. They think I need a good beat, I need a good this, or I need a good producer. They'd go maybe more the mechanics than needing to have a feeling of being to be essential to creating something. Like, I don't like when my canvas is already done, so to speak. Like, if you already know what you want, I can give you what you want. I can make you a margarita with salt, but like, I would like to be able to like have a blank canvas and be able to like feel you out, talk to you, have conversation, see what you like, and then be able to like, from a space of comfort and like passion. Because if I don't feel comfort, or I feel like I'm rushed, there's no passion behind it. Be able to create something like good. There are times I make a cocktail like this and it's not my best work. I'm under pressure. It's happy hour. Quantity over quality. And then there are times like when I get to do these shows, where I get to do the shows and I do the interviews, where I have the ability to like just create, talk in front of the camera, and kind of just, I think comfort, like people talk about a lot of like the mechanics. I think comfort was such a good fucking answer. Like,
you was comfortable with these drinks.
I'm
too.
saying,
Don't
like, you can feel it in the drink. Like,
you got
like,
a thing with these.
I didn't play with them. There was no hesitation. There was no, ain't nothing but love and confidence. And every cocktail I make on this show, let me tell you. And then, like, speaking, literally the perfect segue into the next question, because I was gonna say, like, the lemon drop is an iconic drink. Iconic. Was it Drake that did lemon drop, or was it the espresso martini? Which one did he? Oh, it was espresso martini he made popular, which is still. I know I'm not supposed to say stuff like this. It's still like a girl drink, and
yeah.
I digress. I digress. It's such an iconic drink. Like, it's a nice cute cup, and it's sugared rim, and it's adorable. So
with the little coffee bean in the middle, if you want.
If I see a man drinking a lemon drop, I do have questions. I'm sorry. I'm here to say it. I mean it respectfully. How did you even get into a lemon drop? Because it is relatively new to the cocktail world.
You want to know what's so funny? I got into lemon drops from so I follow this girl on YouTube. Like, she's a social influencer or whatever. And her boyfriend, so she vlogged, she was out somewhere, some expensive place. He was like, oh, you got to get a lemon drop. You got to drop that lemon. And he said that. And I was like, what is he talking about? Then I'm talking to my homegirl. She's like, you never had a lemon drop? I'm like, what? So it's ironic you say that, because a guy technically put me on to a lemon drop. Low key. Like,
listen, I'm favorable to vodka. So, and I'm favorable also to relatively like sour drinks. Anything that has like a lot of lemon or lime in it, like, I'm go-to. I'm not the super biggest fan of a sugar rim, although throughout this whole episode, you've been watching me destroy it.
So you prefer salt rim?
I will always tahini.
Oh my gosh.
My heart just broke when you said, oh my gosh. Wait, is that a bad oh my gosh?
I went to Cabo for my birthday, and I had to tell him, no tahini. No more tahini. He was like, it's your birthday. And every drink, I was like, no more. And everyone, it's your birthday. And I said, no more after the sixth one. It's
what? Please say
Spicy.
that it's
I want to put it on my
delicious.
tacos. I don't want to put it on my drink.
Tahini on a taco. That's why you don't like it. You're not even using it right.
Well,
What
I
are you
never,
talking about?
I never had it on my tacos, but it seems like something you would put on a taco.
Absolutely not.
I want to put it on my drink.
You put it on the rim. Oh my!
It's like a spice. It's like
It is. It's delicious. It's perfect with like a fruity, like a mango, like a spicy mango margarita. Oh my god! Oh my god, girl! A lemon drop
I couldn't.
with a little bit of tahini. I had went to
Maybe.
STK and we had like a watermelon drink and it came regular, but I was like, "Can I have a tahini rim?" 10 out of 10. It was an 8 out of 10 before, and then
I might have to go back to Cabo and try it again.
yo, it's diabolical. No, honestly, wait. Don't doubt yourself. It's quite diabolical how much I love tahini. No, it's. I have a
I
mini
just
one that
didn't.
goes in my purse. Like it's
Seriously?
quite diabolical.
I couldn't do it. I had to say no more, no mas.
No
No
mas.
mas.
For me, it's mas. Mas. Shit. Oh no! Wow, I can't believe it. Wow, I am like it's. I'm mentally insane. I go and get drinks with tahini, and I'm like, can I have like tahini on the side? And like I get a plate of tahini, so
And
I
what
can
do you
like
do with the rest of it?
I lick it. Yeah.
While you drink?
I go.
And then
So
drink?
yeah, exactly. After I finish my rim, which only takes 2 sips, and then I take like normally they come with a lime. I take the fresh lime and I dip it inside of the tahini, and then oh bitch, oh
sour and spicy and
delicioso. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. You went to Cabo. You probably had a
Yes.
bunch of margaritas.
Did I? I had a lot of everything.
Are you a big drinker?
Anything.
Or are you a big drinker? Or are you like occasional? Oh, it's my birthday. I'll turn up. It's a social gathering.
I got some stories, but
Oh, I'm gonna ask. Don't
no,
worry.
I'm a drinker. I would say like I'm a drinker. I played ball all my life, so I had to get up and down the court, so I couldn't smoke.
Okay.
So my outlet was drinking and drinking and yeah, but like, you know, I slowed down. It's like after a while, you know, some people that could like drink vodka or like drink like a cognac and be like, oh, I taste the wood flavor. I don't want to taste nothing. If I'm taking it back, and it's only one reason I'm taking it.
This guy right here with the cognac, with the swirling. I taste the fresh, crisp grapes.
It's a woody.
Not me, baby.
It's a no. If I'm just taking shots, I got one objective.
I'm trying to get fucked up.
You get me? And so for me, it's like, but like I love a good cocktail.
Yes.
A good cocktail, a nice fruity drink. Like this lemon drop is amazing. You did your thing with this. You really did. You really did your thing with this. And I know my mother's jealous when she see this. Oh, you had? Yeah, I had it.
Listen,
I
Mama,
put you on.
I've already extended the invitation. We'll talk closer to Mother's Day. I got you, Mama. I got you. Got you. I feel the same way. Like I'm a drinker, probably more so than I should be. Alcohol is a hell of a drug, bitch.
Yes.
But I wouldn't like not on any sort of levels where, you know. But I definitely do think that I could probably lessen the amount that I drink because I am a very social drinker. I can drink when I'm at home or by myself, but normally it's never too crazy. But when I'm out, baby, I'm out. Like one of the last times I was out recently, I showed my nipples to my coworker. Like we went downstairs to the bathroom and we both were like, oh, like she's white, I'm black, and we kind of just were like, wow, look at the difference. She ain't got no titties, I got big titties. It was amazing. We were just like, yeah, look at yours and look at mine. 4 espresso martinis deep, 2 shots. We're downstairs like
in the
fucking bathroom, like. So,
oh my god,
like I'm definitely like a drinker. I'm pretty much a fun drinker too. Like for the most part, there are those times where maybe I'm a little sad. But 90% of the time, I'm like life of the party. Like let's fucking go. Like so. but I do love to get fucked up on a good cocktail. Um, and I build relationships places so that when I go, I'm not spending the full $16, et cetera, et cetera. Feel me? Because I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm not doing that. Um, but yeah, like as time has gone on, like taking a shot, I take one shot, I black out. Like I don't remember anything. Like that alcohol straight to my 32-year-old body, done. Done up. We had a holiday party. You know what? One of these questions is give me a story. I'm gonna skip to that question because I just gotta tell you. And I just gotta. We had a holiday party at my job. It was pretty much open bar. I think I had like 6 margaritas. Before that, the 3 of us who were working. Shout out to my girl Lorena and my boy Sully. We had went somewhere and we took a shot, and I knew I shouldn't have taken that fucking shot. Oh. And then we go there. I'm fine. Don't get me wrong. We get there. I think I'm 6 cosmos deep. It's 12 o'clock. We got there at 9. It's 12 o'clock. I don't know what happened. I woke up the next morning with a half-eaten Burger King burger on my bed next to my pillow. And I woke up and I was like, where the fuck am I? And I turned around, like, obviously I got home safe. I went home. I took off my wig. Like, drunk me did what she needed to do.
What she was supposed to do.
She called me an Uber, got me down 2 flights of stairs, got me in the correct Uber, said, bitch, it's a little late for you to be eating, but you need something. Got me some food, got me home and took my wig off. Baby, drunk me. Oh, I love you fucking down. She took care of me that night.
Yeah.
Don't think just shots and shit is gonna get you fucked up. Cocktails will do it to you because they'll sneak up on you.
Yeah,
they'll sneak up on you,
especially when they're good and it's like, oh, it's like juice. It's like lemonade.
You know, yeah, I have another one.
Yeah,
I have another one. Now I need one of yours because you said you got stories.
Oh my god!
And I told one, and the first one I told y'all, it wasn't cute. This one's a lot better than the first one. It's a lot better than the first one. So now, give me one. Give me one.
It's funny when you were telling yours, I was 3 popped in my head. I'm like, which one was the worst? Which one was the worst? Sheesh. I want to say it's 2 that's like limbo. I'm gonna just throw the first one out. I'm gonna throw it out. Just I got so drunk around my sister, my cousins, my boyfriend, my niece. We were in the Lower East Side, and they were making that spot is actually I don't think they were shut down. Something happened. They weren't able to make. You couldn't take the drink outside the establishment because they were so strong. And at that point, I was running every day. I didn't eat all day. Drank. I was so done. I was like, I remember twirling and falling. Whatever. That story is crazy because it was around my niece, and I feel so bad. But other than that, I would say my album release party for Shantae's Interlude. Mm-hmm. The whole time I'm going through the track list, I'm sipping. I have a whole no, it wasn't clique. It was I had what I had? I had regular Moet, rosé. And I'm like, all right, first track, Shantae's Interlude. And I'm just to the point by the end of I'm album. Whole bottle. To the dome. Almost. I'm like towards the bottom. And I'm like, okay. There's a certain point I don't remember. Now, my mother tells the story. What I remember, me being so messed up, I drove. My friends, and I love them to death. Shout out Ronnie, Carissa, Reese, Toya. If it wasn't for y'all niggas, oh my gosh. I drove and I was so done, right? So somehow they drove my car to my house, left there. I don't even know how they did it, but they got my car to the house. They got me to the house. I remember being so drunk, but remembering my friends is like, all right, come on, I'm taking you to your house, right? Now, on my block, the houses look the same for a certain distance. Like the first part of the house, the first part of the block, all the houses look the same,
Mhm.
and then the houses are different because
Mhm.
they did different construction. But
Mhm.
the whole block looked the same at one point. It's two blue houses. My house is the fourth blue house. So my homegirl is like, come on. So she's taking me to the wrong house. In my head, I'm like, wrong house. But I'm too drunk to really say, yo, you're taking me to the wrong house. I'm like, no, wrong house. She's like, no, it's not. I'm like, no, wrong house. And I can't stop it. She's like, I can't stop it. But then my other homegirls, my best friend, my homeboy, he's like, that's not her house. It's not her house.
It sounds like y'all had a fucking
What?
night.
To the point, I don't know why my mother was up in the living room watching TV. They opened the door and they like shoved me in the house, and she goes, "Oh, you fucked up." And meanwhile, all my friends is like, "Hi, Miss Yvette. Hi, Mom. What's up?" And she's like, "What's up? What's up? What's up?" And I'm like, and they just shoved me in the house. And I love them for that. I love y'all to this day. Y'all got my car back to the house. Y'all left one of y'all cars to take me home to go back and get y'all. Yo, if it wasn't for y'all, oh my gosh. But that champagne drunk,
It's a different kind of drunk. I was
a
saying that on
monster.
episode 1 that wine, that champagne drunk, I can't do that
It's a
shit.
head. It's like a ringing, like
Yes, it's something in my head. It makes my head
yeah.
just, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Trust
It's
me.
a different. It had me. It had, and I did my album. Okay, the rest of the 5 hours, 4 hours, dead to the world. My friends, I see videos. Y'all had fun.
Oh, I don't remember nothing.
Nothing. But Shantae's
Yo,
interlude.
that's life. That's growing
Yeah.
up. That's drinking and learning how to drink. No shade, no tea. Like you gotta learn how to drink. I know it's fun when you're 16 and blah, 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 and I don't mean to be that old auntie. I don't mean that, but let me tell you, you need to learn how to drink because the 2 stories you just heard and the story you just heard from me, sweetheart, was in December of 2024. I tell no lies. I still don't know how to drink because I be fucked up sometimes. Yo, I tell no lies. I tell no lies. I tell no lies.
Yeah.
All right, so you said, well, I had this question that was, are you more of a cocktail girl or like a shot and chaser? But more of a cocktail girl is basically what I
I
feel
love
like.
a good round of shots. Send it over.
What type of shots? Like you like the fruity shots, like a green tea shot, or like we talking straight?
I'm talking straight tequila, straight. Yeah, straight tequila. But I love tequila. I could take tequila shots. Tequila. You know what's so crazy? Wait, Don Julio tequila?
Yep.
Shout out to my cousin Tiff. Before this whole Don Julio wave, my family's from Savannah, Georgia. I went down there. Yo, cuz, Don Hooli. She called it Don Hooligan. Yo, we getting this Don
Makes you act a
Hooligan.
fool again.
Hooligan time, yo. You want that hoolie? We on that hooligan. It's hooligan time. She was the first person to be on. I'm like, damn. Then the wave came, and I'm like, that's crazy. She was on it first. But I love a good tequila shot.
I respectfully, I don't like tequila. Now Don Julio is actually fire. I'm not gonna front. But when she was like, "It's Don Julio tequila," there was a part of my brain that was like, "The name is Don Julio. What else could it be?" But then but then I was like, "Wait. I guess it could have been something else." But respectfully, Don Julio, you sound like you from Mexico, baby, and that's giving tequila. I don't do shots, like I said, but like I don't do tequila. Something with the tequila just doesn't make me feel well. I can do like mixed drinks, like margaritas, stuff like that, but like I will never take a shot of tequila. Tequila just doesn't do well with my body. Like I don't like tequila. I don't like tequila. I hate it. Hate it. Okay, so drunk, we're having a good time, we're out, we go to a karaoke bar. Give me your go-to drunk karaoke bar. I mean karaoke song.
Go to drunk. I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises. Looking at my pages, seeing different numbers and numbers. Call you when you saw you hang up with your fellas. That's my go.
She said, promises.
What? The
Oh,
nostalgia
yeah,
and just the
yeah,
the
oh, I like
vibe.
that one.
Yeah, that's my go-to.
Damn, you
That's my
wanna
go-to.
hear something about how different people are? Cause you went that route, and my go-to song would be "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey.
Don't stop.
Believing,
Wait, I skipped it. You gotta go through
hold
the
on to
whole.
that feeling.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah, I ate that up. Sure, I ate that
that's
up.
a good karaoke.
I ate that up. Oh, I ate that up. Ate that up. No, no,
That's
that's
a good
what.
karaoke song.
No, that's definitely that would be the one. Also, I'm showing how I grew up. Anybody who watched Glee, I'm not quite sure how many of you there are, but Glee. Yeah. Y'all know what that song is. Y'all know what that song is. Okay. Okay, so we're nearing the end. We're getting close, and this is one of my favorite questions to ask. What is your least favorite vodka? I just assumed it was gonna be vodka because everybody has said vodka so fucking far. What's your least favorite liquor?
I don't like cognac.
I concur. I'm
Because
up
I like
there.
put the hair on your chest. It's like I'll leave that to the men.
And it's also like most of the time kind of like sweet.
Yeah, it's like a
almost sickly, like
nothing about liquor tastes good unless it's a cocktail. Like again, I
right.
can never be like, ooh, I tasted citrus. No,
Agreed.
no, it's liquor.
It's liquor.
And it's one objective. But when it comes to cognac, it's like, ugh.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
feel
I can't. I leave that to the men and for y'all to drink y'all old fashions. I don't even know if that's a cognac, but that's something. Yeah.
Shit like that. Although, baby, a good sidecar
is that
can turn you out. A good sidecar can turn you out.
What's a sidecar?
Cognac, triple sec, and lemon juice.
So,
baby,
what do you? Since you're a bartender, right? I went out with my coworkers.
Wait, hold on, wait. This is my first time getting asked a question.
Listen.
Oh my God.
What do you call? Because I was so amazed.
Yeah.
They got, I don't know if it was beer, but then they dropped a shot in it and you had to drink it before it erupted type thing. Is that a Russian car bomb?
I don't know if I've never heard of Russian car bomb. And don't quote me on this because
never.
I'm not saying that there isn't one. What beer was it though? Because you might be thinking of an Irish car bomb.
Maybe an Irish car bomb.
I don't know about Russian. We
was...
don't support Russia over here on this side.
I said Russian car bomb?
Yeah.
I think I meant Irish. Oh,
Irish.
I think I meant Irish.
Irish, yeah.
I think
Irish.
I said the wrong.
Yeah, so it should be a Guinness and then probably a shot of like some sort of Irish whiskey, right?
Drop it and
you drop it in and that's an Irish car bomb.
I experienced that once. I didn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I don't like beer, but it was interesting.
I used to drink beer, and beer wasn't like terrible, but I would never drink a Guinness. I would never drink stout. I would never drink a stout. Get the
beer tastes like
no.
If I knew what rocks taste like,
it
tastes like rocks, like rock water, like cold rock water.
That's exactly what Coors Light says it is. Literally says cold rock water.
Seriously?
Coors Light.
It tastes like rocks. If I lick the rock, it's like, oh yeah, that's Coors Light.
That's crazy.
That's a Bud Light.
Hilarious. I'm gonna try Coors Light because that's funny as fuck. Okay. Last question. If cognac is your least favorite liquor, then what zodiac sign equals cognac? Yeah. Oh, you gotta tell me too. This is not one of those past questions yet.
Man.
I'm gonna need one of those. And you can take your time. I will run past the hour to get this answer.
What I will say, let me see.
Phrase it right. You're okay. Take your time.
It's a toss-up between two different signs. But I'm going to go with one because
my heart is beating fast. I want to know if it's my sign or not.
I just know too many of them and the wave of emotions. and they crazy as hell sometimes.
Who is it? Who is it?
Cancer.
Oh, that's a good one. Cancers are literally a cancer on your life.
Emotional.
Oh my
and
God.
crazy.
Yeah, this is the first
ones
one
I
that
know.
we're on the same page.
Crazy. Let me
She
tell
gave
you
the perfect
something.
answer.
My mother's a Cancer. I love my niece. She's just emotional. The 16th, my mother. The 19th, my niece. My sister just had another baby. The 22nd.
Oh my.
I said, what are you doing? You're going Cancer crazy.
What are you doing?
You can't pick another month to conceive, my guy.
Please.
Stop
Please.
humping in October, whenever the hell.
You
Pick a different
killing
date.
me,
You killing
bro.
my pockets and my sanity because
Now,
Cancer's
3 birthdays in the same month, within the same week type shit is kind of crazy
whole
for the
week.
pockets. Yeah.
it's just, I love y'all. Cancers are just very emotional and they're strong-minded and set in their ways. I hope Donnie ain't no Cancer because he's looking at
Oh
me.
no.
Okay.
But someone did say his sign the other day. So so far, I have been avoided. I am an Aquarius.
Okay.
So I'm sure that I am coming soon. I know I'm coming. Future guests, don't just say me because you want to be that person. Be honest. Although I'm aware. While I do think I am the superior sign, I know that it's coming. But Cancer, yeah, you ate on that one. She ate y'all up on that one. That was T. She did that one. Cancer,
I love y'all though.
Yeah, y'all are down. In the groups of you can break it down into 4 groups: top 3, middle, blah blah blah. Y'all are in the quadrant, bottom quadrant.
Yeah,
The last 3.
Emotional, and y'all act off instinct, and it's like impulse, boom.
Big old.
I don't think, and then y'all sad, and y'all want to cry about
and
it.
then
No,
y'all want to be sad like y'all. Now y'all the victim.
you stabbed me. Now you crying. How that work?
Oh, let me go get the trivia again because that's a whole other hour episode right there. All right. As you all should know by now, we are going to be playing a trivia game to end off the episode. I never really told you guys what it's called. It's called Terrific, Totally Trivia, the complete quiz game. I don't know if that's the whole name. If you've seen this game before, you've played it. You have 6 categories. The categories are rock and pop, fun and games, science and nature, TV and film, people and places, past and present.
I want to go with TV and film, but then fun and games sound fun. But I kind of want to go with people and places.
Options.
Okay. People and places.
People and places. All right, let me grab a few questions. She's like already regretting her decision right now. She's like, oh, fuck.
I'm going to forget everybody and everywhere. Watch.
I do think that this is the first person who has done people and places, so this is cool.
Okay.
All right, let me start you off. Let me just make sure that we let me try to help you out. That was not it.
Competitive now,
Yes, she. All right. Cool. I always want to have as much confidence as I can in my guests. I unfortunately don't have much. Are you ready? You'll get 60 seconds.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
You'll have 60 seconds.
Uh-huh.
After I read the first question, give you something easy. In the Bible, who were the first 2? Stop.
I'm sorry.
This is serious. Okay. In the Bible, who were the first 2 sons of Adam and Eve? You better pass, girl. You're going to hell. Okay. Who wrote Pride and Prejudice?
What the? I should never pick this. Yeah. Pass.
Okay. What was Sylvester Stallone's first name at birth?
Rocky. Definitely.
Definitely not. 100% not. 100.
Sheesh. Why did I pick this? Okay, go ahead.
Which is the longest river in North America?
Hold up now. I might know that. In North America?
In North America.
Hudson.
Absolutely not. It does start with an M. I'll give you a hint.
M? A M?
A M?
And it's a river.
It's a river. It is.
In North America?
That's what it says.
Mississippi.
So close. Give me one more M.
Missouri?
Oh, my girl. All right.
Oh, that's a point.
Time is up. I will give you one more bonus question. What is the largest U.S. state by area?
Texas.
No.
Alaska?
Alaska.
Ah, that don't count.
How it don't count? We were just having a conversation
We
about how many states.
were.
Alaska's a state. What you mean it don't count? Yeah. That was people and places. That was a hard one.
That was tough. I don't know why I picked that.
Future guests, if you do watch these previous episodes, learn. See what the easier category is because people and place.
What was the answer for the first one? I was gonna say Luke and Paul.
Luke and Paul. Cain and
Abel.
Abel. She said Luke and Paul, not a fucking disciple.
That tells a lot. Mommy, don't watch this. She gonna be mad as hell.
Ooh, and that's the part of my clip and put it on the internet. That's the part of my clip and put it on the internet. I'm collaborate with you and everything. Luke and what? I don't even go to church and I knew it was Cain and Abel. Nah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I messed that up.
Whew. Well, another one bites the dust. Trivia game is, I think, like 3-1 because I will give 0. I think he did most. Trivia game is 3-1 right now.
That was tough. That was tough. Y'all warned me.
I did let her know.
Y'all warned me.
I did let her know. I did.
That was tough.
No shame, no shame. Judgment free zone. Please tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Fancy Baby LaFleur, because my other gram was hacked. Niggas be hating. You know what I mean?
Losers.
But yeah, Fancy LaFleur on all platforms, YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, because it's still around.
Tidal is around.
Spotify, Google Play is still around, I think. Anywhere, just type me in Fancy LaFleur, you'll find me. I ain't hard to find. You'll find me.
And yes, she says she's retiring, but she's not. Stay on the lookout. Follow the pages. New music. It's gonna drop. She's gonna die empty, right?
Yes.
We're dying empty.
We're dying empty.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love that quote. I love that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
First girl in the show. Girl from Queens. We fucking doing it. I really appreciate you coming out here.
Thank you for having me, Mom. This was fun. This was really fun.
This was fun. I be trying to tell y'all, like, I do talk a lot, but I make it fun. I was certified the effort, but I make it fun. All right, y'all. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you haven't. Comment down below. All that good shit. And I'll see you in the next episode.